Hi everyone, in this video let us see what are the different options available in Power BI desktop so that we can start with our report development. Once you start Power BI desktop, this is the landing page that you see initially. You can see that here we can right away start with a blank report, or if we have any predefined data sets, then we have few options given here. First one is a one leg data hub. If we are going to use Fabric as a data source, then we can use this option. Or simply if you want to develop any report based on Excel workbook, then we can choose this. Or else SQL Server or Power BI by default gives one sample financial Excel file through which we can play with the visuals. So if we click on this, we can start with that. Then we can click on this button so that we can connect to any other given data source. Next, we have, if you see left bottom, we have sign in option. If you want to connect to Microsoft Power BI service, then you can connect from here. Then we have options and settings option here. If you click on this, you can change any options for the Power BI tool here. Here you can see that you have global options and current file options as well. Based on your requirement, you can change all these properties here. Once we start working on the reports, we can check all these properties one by one. As of now, this is the place where you can uh, change the options. One important thing here is called preview features, where Power BI gives a new release on every month. So if you want to try new features, then this is the place where you have to enable them. Let us go back to the file option again. Here, if you want to see the version of the Power BI desktop you are using, you can click on this about. It will give you the data about which version you are currently using. You can see that here 2.131 here. Then we have a home button. This is the place where you spend most of your time. Here, the first option available is get data, through which you can connect to different data sources. You can see the frequent data sources here, or if you click on more, then you will see the complete list of data sources that you can connect to. These are the file-based data sources, database, or Azure data sources. Then we have again we have these frequently used data sources, mostly from Microsoft products. Excel workbook, one lake data hub. Again, this is from Microsoft Fabric. If you want to connect to any of the existing semantic models, also you can do it from here. Then we have SQL Server, and enter data is something where you can enter the static data. Then we have, if you want to connect to your Dataverse SQL endpoint, then you can do it from here. And if you want to connect to utilize any recent sources that you used previously, then you can connect here. And transform data is option. If you once you load your data set, then you can transform it using Power Query. So this is the place where you can do that. Then we have this refresh option. It got disabled because we don't have any data set here. Once I load that, it will get enabled. We can see that as well. Then we have a new visual. If you want to include any new visual in the workspace canvas, then you can do that using this option. Then if you want to insert any text box, you can do it using this option. Then if you want to utilize any custom visualizations, then this is the place where you can do it. You can either import from app source, or you can if you have that as a file, then you can import it from your local machine as well. So let me import a sample data set so that we can understand all the other options available. So to for this purpose, I'm using a sample Excel workbook. So if I click on Excel workbook, Then I'm using financial sample. You can see the data set here. Either you can load it directly for the visualization or you can transform data as well. For now, I'm just directly loading this. As data is available now, you can see that refresh button is also enabled. So if you want to again, if you want to import your data set, then you can use this option. Then we have new measure or quick measure. If you want to create any new measure on top of your existing data set, then you can do it using new measure option. Or else you can use quick measure, in which gives you to it gives an interface through which you can simply create existing formulas that Power BI gives. For example, if you want to create any average per category, then you can simply select the data and it will give you the DAX formula for it. Then we have publish button. If you want to publish this report to Power BI service, then you can click on this. Then we have Copilot, which recently got introduced, which helps you, which gives you the AI features in the during the development part. Okay. Then let us understand different panes available in this Power BI desktop tool. You are already seeing this visualization pane, which is called report view, in which you can create the different charts or visualizations, and you can add interactions between them. The next view we have is a table view, which gives you the data sets which you loaded. You can see them, and if you want to filter out and see what are the values present in it, then you can do it using this pane. Then we have a model view, in which you can see what are the relationship between the existing data sets, or if you have more than one data set, right, you can create relationships between them, and you can model your data set here. See this. Yeah. Then the final tab is DAX tab, where you can write your own DAX formulas and test it out on top of this data model. Now let us understand about this view tab available. So if you click on view, then you can see that first option available is themes, where these are the default themes which Power BI gives. And once you populate the visuals, right, the colors on the charts or elements are assigned based on these particular themes. You can customize any theme by clicking on this customize current theme option. If you want to change these colors or sequence of colors in which they get applied, you can do that this way. Then we have a page view, where if you want to see your entire content fit to this page, then you can select this option, or fit to width. If you want to see your entire report adjusted to the available width, then you can select fit to width or actual size. This we will cover in the future lessons in detail. Then if you want to adjust your visualizations as per the mobile layout, then you can use this mobile layout option. You can do that using this here you have one more option to get the same thing. So if you click on this mobile layout, right, you can adjust your visuals accordingly. So this is how it will appear. Once you have the visualizations, you can drag and drop here. Next, we have grid lines. If you want to enable grid lines, which helps you to align your visuals, then this is how you will do it. Then snap to grid, which helps you to move objects based on your grid enabled. Okay, let me add any sample visual so that you get some understanding on this. So I'm taking sales and country. You can see that this grid is available. Now let me zoom in this further. You can see that when I extending this visual, moving this visual. So observe here we have these dots, right, which is the grid line. So when I'm extending this, I'm able to move between two grids here. So when I click on snap to grid, so it will automatically adjust to the next grid dot available. So I'm just extending this. You can see that it automatically goes to the next dot through which we can align our visuals easily. So then we have a lock objects option. Now we are able to move a visual anywhere in this canvas, right? If I click on lock objects, then it will restrict me so that I cannot move this layout. During presentations, it would be helpful. Then we have multiple panes available. Now, when we are creating these visualizations, right, you are seeing we have different panes. So first one is filters pane, where you can apply filter either at page level or a particular visual level. So here we can apply filter on this country level if we want. Then we have bookmarks option. So bookmarks are nothing but it stores the current snapshot of the report, and this is somewhat advanced feature. You will understand this once we start working on the visualizations and how we can build interactions. Then we have selection pane. So every element you add to the canvas is available in the selection pane. You can rename the elements or you can change the layer order here. Next, we have performance analyzer. So this we can use to understand how much each visual is taking time. So this is used when you want to understand the timings of each and every visual, and if you and to improve the performance of the report. And we have sync slicers as well. When you are working with multiple pages, then you can use this option to sync slicers from different pages. So at any time, if you want to add a new page, right, you can click on this plus button so that you can add a new page. So these are the high level options available in view tab. And once I select this visual, you can understand that we got two more tabs here, format tab and data drill down. So if you want to edit interaction with any other visuals, you can click on this edit interactions. Or if you want to change the layering in the canvas, you can use these options. Then we have data drill, where you can see the data as a table, or you can enable the drill through from this visual. So this is somewhat advanced concept in visualization. You can work with this once you understand the basic visualization concepts. Then let us go to insert tab and understand what are the options available here. So earlier I told you, right, we can add page either from here, or we can click here a new page, and we can either duplicate the current page or we can add a new blank page as well. Then we have new visual. So if we click on new visual, it will add a blank visual in which we can add fields so that it populates the data. Okay. So then we have different visuals which we can insert into the canvas pane. We can use QA visual. These are different various visuals based on your requirement or analysis. You can utilize them. Then we can insert either paginated report for pixel perfect reporting, or we can insert a Power App so that you can input your data, and you embed external Power App into a Power BI report. And you can integrate Power Automate also in the Power BI through these options. Then we have a text box, buttons, different kinds of buttons, and to create the interactivity between the visuals or pages. So here we have shapes. If you want to insert any shape, you can do it from here, and you can insert an image from this. Okay. Then let us understand modeling tab also. Here, the modeling tab entire this functionality is to either add new columns or new measures so that you can do in-depth analysis. Okay, so you can either add new measure or quick measure as I shown you in the beginning of this video. Using a little bit inputs, right? You can create DAX code, which Power BI helps you to create. Then we have a new column. If you want to add a new column to an existing table, you can do that. Then using DAX, you can create a new table altogether. So this is the place where you can do it. Or if you want to create any parameters through which you want to create dynamic visualizations, so this is the place where you can create either numeric range or field parameters. Next, we have two options: manage roles and view as. Sorry, where manage roles is the place where you can create row level security in this report. Then view as, once you create multiple roles, right, you can see the content based on view as option. Then you can change the Q&A visual setup using this option, and next to we can change the language options for Power BI tool. Then let us understand optimize tab. This is the place where you spend once you complete the visualization, and if you want to optimize it, then you can use the options here and understand which visual is taking time or which query is taking time, so that you can improve the performance. Then we have help tab. This is the place where you can if you want to understand about any visual, or if you want to connect with other Power BI features, or if you want to see the training videos, then this is the place. You can click on each link, and most of these links navigate to Microsoft content, in which you can understand about either documentation or support. If you want to raise any you observed any issue in the Power BI tool, this is the place where you can raise a ticket with them. And if you want to see what are the new features that got released, then you can check it here. Then if you want to see the examples in Power BI, then you can use this option. And external tools is the place where you can see what are the additional in addition to Power BI desktop, what are the external tools that you can import here and install here. So this is you can see all of them here. Then we have external tools tab. So earlier we have seen the different tools that we can utilize, right? So all these tools. Currently I have installed only DAX Studio, so that we can write our DAX functions or analyze any performance of the DAX function. So I have only that one. Because of that, we can see it in this tab. You can launch DAX Studio or any external tool from here, and you can do your analysis. So most of the time, while working with the Power BI desktop, you will start with the home tab, and as you can see, you have multiple panes available here, right? In view tab, you can enable or disable these panes. Let me remove few. And by default, you can see visualizations and the data panes. Visualization pane, in which if you want to interact with visual formatting, or if you want to add values to the visual, then this is the place where you where you work with. Then if I select this visual, right, you can see different formatting options. These are the x-axis and y-axis dimension and measures that we are using. Then using format, you can format this visual. Then we have data pane. All the dimensions and measures that you imported from data source will be available here. So these are the different options available in Power BI desktop. Once you start working on your reports, you will understand about each and every option available in detail. For now, you can just open your Power BI desktop application and see what are the options that you can work with. That's it for this video. Thank you.